ask my buddy right here to stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. So please stand. Okay, thank you, Colin. We're going to have to do a little work here before we get started with the agenda tonight. This is our annual reorganizational meeting, so we need to pick a chairman for this upcoming year and a vice chair. So we'll do the chairman first. Is there any nominations for chairman?
We'll nominate Bob as chairman. Can I hear a second?
I second that nomination.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right, thanks, guys, appreciate it. And we need to nominate a vice chair. Do we hear any nominations?
I nominate Kevin.
Kevin. How about Colin?
Oh, okay, well, Kevin's not here. I was going to make a nomination because he wasn't here.
You're thinking Tim, right?
Oh, that's right, Kevin, I'm sorry. I am thinking Tim.
Okay.
There's a Tim.
Let's try it
Let's do
again.
Tim. I nominate Tim.
Nominate Tim. Do we have a second on Tim?
Second.
Okay, Tim's not here, so I guess he's nominated as vice chair. So, all
Aye.
right. Jane, you got started early on Valentine's Day, didn't you? Little giddy there, huh? Yeah. All right.
Well, there's a Kevin and a Tim in our family. We always confuse them. so.
Okay, all right. Okay, so that's done, and we will get started with our meeting. Our first applicant tonight is DRB 2024-01, the application of Manhattan Bagel at 968 County Line Road for a new wall sign. And I'm going to pass out a corrected plan here from the applicant. Peggy, do you have one? Or excuse me, Lisa? Now you got me going.
It's the chocolate. Oh, sign area.
Okay, if the applicants can step forward, please, and just to let everybody know, these meetings are televised live, and when you approach the podium, please speak loudly. We're having a hard time hearing the YouTube videos, so let us know who you are, the business you represent, and like I say, please talk loud and clearly. So,
All right. Okay. Hi, my name is Dmitry Kiprovas. I am president All State Sign Company. Is it loud enough?
yeah, just don't get too close.
All right. Okay, so we present
I'm sorry,
today.
could you please spell your name for Lisa? Okay, better yet. Thank you. Okay. All right, go right ahead.
So we propose today just, actually it's a very simple case, reface existing signs. The signs, existing sign says now Bagel Factory, and we propose the corporate name Manhattan Bagel. It's same steel use, same steel, actually our signs.
Just back off just a little bit. You're a little close. You're a little close to the mic. We're getting.
We use same square footage of the signs, same material, so basically only reface, take the old name and put a new name on it.
You are going to have to back away because hear a lot of back feed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's tricky.
Okay. Now it's better?
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so basically you're replacing the Bagel Factory and it's going over to Manhattan Bagel. So why don't you just walk us and tell us what kind of sign you propose?
Okay, it's exactly what have previous signs, the illuminated channel letters on a raceway with LED illumination and new power supply. It's it's brand new technology. It's brand new Samsung LED, metal cases and a metal case, and the face is going to be clear plastic glass with a vinyl on it.
Okay.
So basically, we follow the Manhattan Bagel corporate specification, and everything, all the attachment, everything on this page.
Okay. The new sign is going to cover up the existing holes from the previous sign,
Exactly,
correct?
yes.
Okay. All right. What do you guys feel about that sign? Hey, Tim.
Yeah, I think it looks fine. I think it looks like every other Manhattan Bagel sign.
Yeah. thank you for sending the corrected
Yeah,
plan.
thanks.
Before you were at 50, a little over 50 square feet, you're only allowed 50. With the new
Yeah.
plan, you're at 48.
We look at the ordinance online,
Yeah.
so we just downsize a little bit.
Okay, and you're 14 feet from grade, so you've made the cut there. You can't go any higher than 15. So, what do you guys think?
No comment.
You're good?
Yep.
Yep, I'm fine.
No comment in a good way.
No comment in a good way.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Is there any plan to put any signage in the window?
No,
No, okay. All right.
it's just, we might gonna change the store hours, that's all.
Okay, all right. And let's make sure your address number is on the building. It should be. If it's not, just double check that. All right?
If it's not, so I can put it on.
Yeah, at least 4 inches.
Yeah.
4-inch numbers. And no A-frame signs.
No.
Tent signs outside on the sidewalk,
No.
none of that. All right. Is there also a ground sign in that location, a panel sign?
Yeah, it's a existing freestanding sign, they just put the slides on it, so the landlord said we have to get a permit for it, it's just a vinyl change. We just remove the vinyl and put the new one, but basically we use same spot, same everything, it's just different colors. The signs that exist.
Would you want
If you want me to send the email, so I can just propose.
We've had issues with them adding more words.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think you'll have to come back for the monument sign.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna need to take a look at that.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Okay,
I can send Lisa, I can send the email because.
Okay,
But it's, we didn't change the pylon signs, it's just plastic insert, you know?
okay. We need to
gonna
make
use-
sure,
yeah.
again, that it's gonna be black at nighttime. I guess it's gonna
Same
mimic
thing,
what
is
you
that-
have here, but,
They already have illumination, so we just change the panel.
okay.
Oh,
Lisa, do you have a concern?
I'm sorry.
Is he returning to DRB or is he just emailing something to us?
Well, would you want the applicant to come back next month?
I don't know if he even returned.
what do you want, Chair?
The panel that you're gonna be putting onto the
Monument.
freestanding sign, it's gonna be essentially this.
Exactly, same thing.
Same logo, just.
Same logo, same
swapped
thing,
out to
yeah.
Fit into the exact paneling that's
Yeah.
there now.
Yeah, we just fit out, yeah.
It's gonna be the same image. I'm fine with that. If-
Okay,
I think
Okay.
you need to send anything, the actual sign that's gonna be on that needs to be submitted to the township so that it's on the record.
Okay,
right.
And I
yeah.
think that's what Lisa is asking us, whether
Okay,
you're gonna be
okay.
submitting that.
I will email it to you. I
Okay.
will email it to you, yes.
We'll ask you to do a submission, and if Lisa okays it, you're fine.
Okay.
You won't have to come back.
Okay,
All right?
appreciate it.
Okay. Is there any other questions or comments from the board? Jane, you're good? Everybody's
Yeah,
good?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Any questions from the applicants?
No,
You guys are good?
we're good.
Okay. And can we have a motion for approval?
In the matter of DRB 2024-01, I move to approve the application and also for the monument sign to have the same signage as is going to be on the wall, just shrunk down to fit into the monument as it sits there today.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
All right. Lisa, Tim, and Jane. Okay. Good. I don't know if you were here. Lisa needed to take some minutes, so she needs to record who made the motion and who approved it and all that stuff. So,
Sounds great.
okay. All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank
Okay. Have a good night now.
Well,
Okay. And one other thing, I don't know if you were here. You were nominated. Well, you're the vice chair again this year. So. All right. Okay. All right, next on the agenda is DRB 2024-02, the application of Villanova University at 800 Lancaster Avenue for a projecting sign. Hello there.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Megan. I'm from Elmark Sign Company, and we're here representing Villanova University, the refectory.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you need her last name also, Lisa?
Megan Quick,
I'm sorry, would you spell that?
Quick.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you, Megan.
Of course. So we're here proposing a new projecting sign for the Refectory Restaurant. Currently, Villanova has been experiencing some difficulty with patrons finding the restaurant because as you come out of the parking garage, which is the parking for the restaurant, there's nothing to actually direct patrons to the restaurant from the parking garage. They do have an existing sign next to the set of double doors, which you can see on our layout. However, that sign cannot be seen when you exit the parking garage. So that is why the projecting sign is a necessity. And what we're proposing to do is a carved HDU sign, which has a very historic feel already and won't detract from the look of the building. And that will be inserted into a custom fabricated steel bracket that has uplights. And just to be clear, the uplights are only going to be shining on the face of the sign, so it won't obstruct traffic or anything like that. And the design of the bracket was to be in line with those existing lanterns that are there.
So there's a little history with this sign because you've already gone before the zoning hearing board, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've gotten relief from them.
Yes.
Okay,
Where's the uplights?
I'm sorry.
They said it's lit. Where's?
Yes. So if you look in the top right-hand corner of the layout, that
Oh, it's on the bracket. Oh, she was saying uplights, so I'm looking on the ground. Yeah, okay.
So the zoning hearing board kind of gave the house away on this one.
yes, they did
Because
approve it.
It's a lot
Yes,
bigger than what's allowed. That's a lot higher than what's allowed,
correct.
and it's illuminated, which is not allowed.
Correct. Yes,
So you guys made out pretty good.
correct. Yes,
Okay.
we do know that projecting signs are not allowed in this district.
Right,
So
right. Okay.
Villanova was happy about that.
Okay, all right. The only comment that I have about it is, and I watched the zoning hearing board meeting this afternoon,
Okay.
and I think a directional sign may have been a better use than this sign here, than a projecting sign. And you're allowed it up to 4 square feet of a directional sign. But that's my comment. So, was there any thought to a directional sign, or?
We're just here representing Villanova. I'm not sure if the university had a conversation about it, but they just didn't communicate that to us. They came to us with the design for the sign and just asked if it was something that we could make. We did our code research and found, it's not going to be allowed in the current ordinance, and then we filed the variance application.
I mean, it's a good-looking sign and everything. Yeah. What you guys?
What parking garage are you referring to? Because I can't tell from the site plan.
Oh, I apologize. Let's see. So the parking garage unfortunately isn't pictured, but it is located in this area here. So
it's
from
back-
that angle, when you're walking up towards the restaurant, you simply cannot see the wall sign that is currently there.
Right.
And you also can't see this projecting sign, because it's on Lancaster Avenue.
Until you reach the
Until you reach the
sidewalk
corner.
here, then you'd be able to see it.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou Smith with Villanova University. Thanks, Megan. Yeah, it's nice to see you. So we've been looking at this sign since we opened. It's not about directional. It's more that there's this promenade in front that you really cannot tell there is a restaurant to your left. And we have enough patrons that know we're not looking to advertise it to Lancaster Avenue, but it's nice that when people cross from the garage, which is on the, let me get this, it's the southeast side of Ethan Avenue. So the garage, yes. No, it's east on Lancaster.
West of Lancaster.
West would be going to Wayne, right? We're going to Bryn Mawr. So our garage is over there.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry. And so the garage is over there. They come out, there's the Performing Arts Center right there. And if you come out of a show of a Performing Arts Center, you're right, you can't see this gigantic sign, but we felt that it was tasteful enough that, it kind of fit with the aesthetics of the
Oh, it does that.
the housing there.
Sure.
First time that I went to the restaurant, I think I've been there twice now, and I will say the first time I went
It's a
there.
little hard.
Because there's the first door, that's not the right door for the main door to go into the restaurant.
Right. So the
Takes you
first
into,
door
like,
is
the
our,
bathroom, essentially where the bathroom
It's our coffee shop there, so, and that doesn't have a projecting sign, that just has a wall sign there. But this, it was, you know, at one point, I think you saw, they probably had the lights outside, the pillars, like gas lanterns, and we really didn't like that. That's also not permitted by code, so we were trying to do something that was more in line with the building.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
No, I think it's very tasteful.
I think it's tasteful,
It
too.
certainly fits, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, you bet. All right, guys, other comments or questions? I guess we're basically approving what the zoning,
It goes to the aesthetics, right? Like the functionality of it and the actual location and what it is has been approved. So now we
Right.
look at the sign on the basis of, do we like how it looks? I
Mhm.
think it looks fitting with the design.
I do too.
yeah. Yeah, I've got
The
no
lights
problem.
seem a little bigger than I thought they would, but I'm not sure how, once it's actually built, whether the lights will actually be, because they kind of like in the design look a little bit like they're obstructing part of
Yeah,
the sign a
right.
little bit. They seem bigger than they need to be for that sign, but I think once it's built, I think that's the only way to truly tell.
Megan, what do you think about that? I mean, naturally, you guys are aware of the lights, you don't want it to block out the name of the business.
Of course, which would defeat the entire purpose of the
Right.
sign, which we definitely don't want. I think it's a little deceiving in the mock-up that we have on the top right-hand corner. That's just a representation of what the actual lights will look like. So that way it's a little bit easier to tell, again, what they look like, you know, versus just the mock-up that we have at the bottom of the page. So in that case, the sign blank is much smaller relative to the sign that we're actually proposing. So based on the mock-up that we are proposing, it doesn't really obstruct the face of the sign. So I don't think that would be an issue.
Okay, great.
Is the arm hollow for you to feed the electric, or is it going to be run by conduit?
Yes, sir, it is, yes. Good question.
All right, any other questions? Everybody's good? All right, Megan, any other questions for the board?
No, sir.
Okay. Colin, want to take this one?
Could your name be a Scrabble word?
That is a great question. I've never been asked that before.
In the matter of DRB 2024-02, Villanova University, approval of one projecting wall sign. Motion for approval?
Here, a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, thank you, Megan.
Thank you as well.
Appreciate it. Okay, take care, Marilyn. Okay, next tonight is DRB 2024-03, the application of 411 West Wayne Avenue, excuse me, for a three-story building. And this applicant's also, although I'll have them walk us through, but they've been before zoning and planning, and so,
It's been through planning.
yeah, there's some variances and stuff.
Yeah, it's been through planning and approved.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, folks.
Good evening.
My name's John Hertz. I'm Mr. Zoo's architect. I can give you a brief history of
Yeah, why don't you bring us up to snuff?
our
Yeah,
travails to date.
okay,
Mr. Zoo purchased the property. Purchased the property in, I think, 2002, and then contacted me to do, there we are. Contacted me to start doing preliminary design. The property is located in the C1 zoning district, but it is also, has a common property line with the residential district beside it. As we started working our way through, we realized we were going to need some variances, special exceptions, some of those type of things. So Mr. Zoo hired Macombi Engineering, and we've been working with them. Back in September, we finally went to the zoning hearing board and got approval for the site as was submitted with our application, along with the parking and the shape of the building and everything.
Could I interrupt? What variance did you have to seek?
We have a setback, I think it's the rear setback.
You were encroaching the rear setback?
Yes, we are. But we went round and round, and instead of encroaching by, I think, 27 feet, we've got it down to 6 feet. So we did our best to really eliminate the need for as many variances as possible, and come in as clean as we could. So we have gone through that. They approved the plan that was submitted for you. And now McCombie is taking the property through subdivision and land development. So I wrote on that application for the landscape plan that my understanding is they're going to tell us what we have to do as far as landscaping, the buffers and those type of things. We did get a preliminary plan from a landscaper. I don't really have it to give you, but I have a PDF if there's a way to put it up.
We'll probably
On a
just
screen?
ask you to come back with that.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause that's near the end.
Yeah, so they're just going to tell us how we have to plant these buffers, because there's buffers on 3 sides, and then the street frontage.
Okay.
What will the use of the building be?
So, the building consists of 3 levels. The ground floor is 487 square feet of real estate office, along with a 1-car garage and a small entrance foyer with stairs to get to the living space, which is above. The second and third floor are 1,839 square feet of living space. They consist of 3-bedroom, 2-bath, kitchen, dining area, living area.
Single unit.
Yes, yes, it's for Mr. Zhu, his wife, and his 2 daughters. It's not a rental unit, it's not, he's going to live upstairs and work downstairs.
Well, that's how the zoning reads, correct?
Yes, yes, you are allowed that combination in that zone.
Great. Thank you for that history.
Sure. And then there's, other miscellaneous household rooms. There's a laundry room, there's some closet space, there's a pantry, that type of stuff. On the right-hand side of the home, there is a balcony, 5-foot.
Excuse me, do you want to lay this out on the table next to you?
Yeah,
So the viewers at home could take a look at it?
Yep.
Or do you have your own
I
plans?
have one for you.
If you want to lay it out, sure.
What are you showing me, the floor plan?
No,
the
the
rendering.
facade.
Yeah,
The rendering.
Oh, the elevation?
yeah. And the renderings also, if you can gather all that up.
Yep. So you want to go floor plans first or
No, we're-
elevation?
We don't do
Elevation.
Elevations, yeah.
And one more question regarding the zoning. Was it made that you had to put the number of parking spaces on the lot?
Yes.
That was required?
Yes. We struggled to get the correct parking spaces. You can see by the site plan, it's an odd-shaped
Yeah.
lot that's sort of non-conforming in almost every sense of the word. So we were able to get the parking spaces along with the handicap space that was accessible enough to do all that. And we ended up with the sort of horseshoe-shaped driveway around the building, so that prevented anyone from ever having to back out onto West Wayne Avenue. And you can come in, pull to the right, and park along that right-hand side between Mr. Zhu's property and the pizza shop. And then to leave, you can continue around the back of the building and come out the other side. Again, so nobody has to back out.
It's a lot safer.
Yeah, it just
It's safer, but the
made
neighborhood-
sense.
The neighborhood is used to people backing out
Yeah.
of Dick and Dean.
Yeah, it's a tough place to back out.
Yeah, it's a tough road to back out, and we're fairly close to that intersection.
Sure.
It's dark right there, too.
Yes, yeah. I don't think there's much in the way of street lights or
they're
municipal
putting-
lighting.
They're putting the new LEDs in.
Are
They're
they?
very bright.
There you go.
Okay, good.
But we're a little early for that.
No. Pico just put one in right on the pole next to yours.
Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, here's the elevations. The 2 upper floors are the residential space. On this right-hand elevation, we put the balcony, and that's sort of our outdoor space. It extends 5 foot past the building and runs 30 feet long down not the street elevation, but what we're calling the front elevation. So it's 150 square feet. You access that from the living room on the second floor, which is right here with 2 double doors. And then that's kind of the extent of our outdoor space.
What's the material between the windows? Sure, I can find it.
Kind of a mod design.
So the material between the windows is this,
Metal wood.
yes, like it's a metal cedar siding. I know that's a
It's a
bit of an
metal-
oxymoron,
Firestone product or?
Yeah.
It's a Mac Metal Architectural Accents product. They're a Canadian company. But it's very durable. It seems to work with the brick, and everything else is
Yeah, couldn't find it, thanks.
semi-industrial in nature. So it gave us an accent without having to, just brick everything.
Right.
And then the windows, what I submitted was a gelled window. We're also possibly looking at a low-end window. They are also Canadian, but they make a real nice casement window and fixed glass and have the black frames and all the things we're looking for. Both of the brick are from Glengarry. The lower level, the darker iron spot blue brick, is a brand new brick, and I sent you that it was brick of the year. So Mr. Zoo likes that heavier color on the bottom, and then the lighter brick up top sort of allows that upper half to float a little bit
Yeah.
on the base without getting too overbearing. And we put a nice ribbon board between the 2 colors of brick. It's a 12-inch wide ribbon to separate the colors. And then
What's that material?
I think it's just going to be a composite board that's wrapped in aluminum. It'll be the same thing that we use on the corners between the windows so that everything stays nice and consistent. We're also using the cedar on the underside of the overhangs to carry that material and that language, through the rest of the building, and we'll use the black metal around the fascia on those overhangs. It's a very minimalist building. That's Mr. Zoo's preference to his design. Some of it is feng shui oriented. So it kind of is what it is. And by the time we started out a lot bigger and a lot fancier than where we are. But by the time we worked our way through zoning hearing and pared everything down, we were left with a 43 by 22 square rectangle to
site.
place our building. Yeah, it was, but we were able to work within the parameters that everybody wanted, and once we had a definitive footprint for the building, we were able to work our way through the spaces. We were limited to 500 square feet as our office space because of the formula that they use. So once we got to that, we were sort
Done
of
with those
there.
dimensions.
Yeah. So it's a small, Mr. Zoo's, it's a real estate office. It's not people in and out all day, every day. I guess it's clients that,
Appointments mostly.
it's not a bustling in and out kind of business.
What is the purpose of the lighting in the roof? I can understand underneath the balcony,
Right.
it's right above the entrance to the office.
Yeah, it was, I don't know that there's a specific purpose. It's not specifically to light something. It's more like a wall wash to
Accent lighting?
accent the structure in the evening. Nothing overbearing, nothing bright, just round recessed lights. Probably the same kind of thing you'd see almost at a garage door. You know, if you see a 3-foot pent over a garage door and people wash down those garage doors, so it's the same type of thing. And we only did it on what we're calling the front elevation. It does not go, you know, all the way around the building. This is what we're calling, where's your camera? The front elevation. So back here behind these trees are townhomes.
Right.
If you were here looking at this is the pizza place, and behind it from this side is where the residential starts. Mr. and Mrs. Baver. who we have.
Looks like there's a pretty good tree
Come to
line between the neighbors.
Yeah, there's a nice tree line,
Yeah.
and the Saldo ordinance, you know, insists on trees. I
Right.
think tall trees every 30 feet and shorter trees every 15 feet and things along those lines. So, yeah, it's another reason we put the balcony on the side we did, so that nobody's coming out their second floor and, you know, looking down into a residential home or
Exactly.
even a driveway or a garage, you know, a yard. So we tried to be as respectful as we could, given the parameters we had to work with.
And one, not pertaining to this hearing, but just curiosity, were any stormwater management requirements?
Boatload.
And where are they shown on the site plan?
They're not, they're going to be under the parking.
Got it.
It's all underground. There's nothing
Storm tanks.
exposed. Yeah, McCombie's working on all that.
Seemed like there was a lot of impervious.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, there was, but believe it or not, we're under our impervious requirements. You know, so that worked in our favor. And it also allowed us to do that horseshoe driveway and some of that other stuff. So it was the one time the commercial zoning worked in our favor.
Is there any other materials we need to look at on the building?
No, it's just going to be the two styles of brick, the siding, the black framed windows and the aluminum. The roof pitch is only a 2, so it's going to have to be an EPDM, you know, a rubber roof. But it's also 30 feet in the air, so unless you're flying drones, you're never going to see it.
So I guess on your plan, it's 35 feet.
Oh, yeah, yes, the middle of the roof qualifies for the midpoint of the rafter that the ordinance states.
So we're going to ask you to come back with a landscaping plan.
It's just going to be what they tell us.
And
No,
then,
no, there's wiggle room. It's your, you can choose
Yeah.
plants, you can choose the
You
plants.
can pick your street trees, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Zhu hired ingenious creations, or I'm not quite sure the name of the company, but they're doing all the landscaping to present to the planning commission for the zoning, along with stormwater and all the, you know, the technicality that goes with it.
Are you going for any LEED accreditation?
No.
And the garage door will match the copper siding, or?
The garage door will match the wood siding. You can see it right in here, or even right over here.
Yep.
So it, you know, it'll be at least a wood appearance that matches the accents between the windows.
So the real estate office,
Yes,
you're going to probably want signage for that?
yes. We're in the process, but we didn't have enough to really
No, that's fine.
give you a viable presentation on
We
that.
need to come back before our board.
Yeah, we need to come. I'm hoping we can sort of, anything you give us to bring back, that we can bring it all back at the same time.
Landscaping and signage.
Yeah, that usually comes in together, yeah.
Right.
Would be good.
So we probably won't be back until they get through the planning commission and land development.
Well, the plants and the signs go in at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything else?
I mean, again, I have the landscaping plan on a PDF. If there's a way to get it up there, we could at least show you
I think it should come back.
the preliminary.
You have to come
Oh,
back.
not that we wouldn't come back, but if you want to see
No,
where
that's all
things are
right.
going. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Anything
fine.
else we should be aware of on the building?
No, it's a very basic, it's a very basic building. It's real nice living quarters for a family of four. Again, it's just a hair over 1,800 square feet, so it's certainly not large or, you know, it's probably in comparison to some of the older homes down the street, it's small.
Oh, no, I think it fits in with the neighborhood. And the houses are all similar that size. I live at 512 West Wayne Avenue.
Okay.
I think my house is about that size, if not smaller.
And the ones across the street are probably even closer in scale to this than as you go towards the park, I guess, is down there.
I guess,
And the ones across the street have businesses as well. A lot of them seem to be businesses and rental properties, you know, directly across the street. And then as you continue down, it seems to become more owner residential.
Did you ever seek a variance to change the zoning?
Someone attempted to purchase the property back in 2009 and went before the zoning hearing board to do just that and were denied.
Yeah, they wanted to put
Basis
a
of
duplex in.
reasons, just needing more business along that corridor?
I'm not, to be honest with
Oh, you
you,
didn't
I'm not
review the
sure. It
file?
wasn't, yeah, wasn't me, but we didn't even really pursue that based on the fact that if they said no once, they were probably going to say no again, regardless of the reasons, even though I think it was different folks on the board, but
New hardships.
can't beat it. We didn't have a lot of hardships, I mean, except for the fact that it was non-conforming. But I don't know that that was enough of a hardship to
I
say,
thought maybe
can
the
you please
hardship
change your
argument
zoning?
might be, Jane's point, that you're surrounded by residential other than, the single commercial right there, right?
Oh, no, across the street is Capelli's Stone Yard.
That's a
and
commercial
Capelli
property?
Macers,
Yeah.
And they keep all their
And
stones
I think there's
there.
a
Yeah,
And
the
on the
church is.
corner, and on the corner is another, where am I? On the corner of Highland. Crest Realty
Oh,
has
yeah,
their
Crescent,
office in there.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
Brian
think
has
is-
his office in there.
I think there's
And
maybe
there's
a
a
veterinarian or
And
somebody
there's a
over there.
veterinarian right there, too.
There's 3 or 4
St. John,
George.
directly across the street. Yeah, so I think they felt it was in a better interest of the township to not change the zoning, but to give us a backyard variance kind of thing. I don't think it was quite as drastic, and a little easier to justify, for lack of a better term, as opposed to just completely changing the zoning.
Congratulations, seriously.
Thank you,
That looks nice.
thank you. Yeah, I don't know what else you'd do with the site.
Right.
And it's been
I'm a
sitting
neighbor and
empty
I'm happy.
That's our favorite thing to hear.
All right, well, that's a good,
Any other questions, Tim?
I have none.
You're good?
I do have one. You
Yeah,
said
sure.
EPDM roof.
Yes.
Would that be black in color to match your coping, or?
Yeah, yeah. Everything will be color coordinated.
Thank you.
Jane, any other questions?
No, because they'll bring the landscaping and the signs back,
Okay.
so.
And I guess you're going to have to replace all the sidewalks out front? I guess they'll get damaged in construction and all.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I don't even, are there sidewalks there?
Yeah, there
Are
is
there?
one, but I wouldn't say it's been beat up
Yeah,
already.
it's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Put new sidewalks in.
some of it's close to a gravel path.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think by the time they do stormwater and site work and take trees down and everything, that there's not going to be much left of that sidewalk, so it will have to be replaced.
Any other comments or questions for the board?
Not for me, Ken, do you have anything?
Fine.
Yeah, but fine, late.
Okay.
Okay. For DRB 2024-3, 411 West Wayne Avenue for new construction for facade and lighting. I move for approval. The applicant will return with a landscape plan and a signage plan.
Okay, can we hear a second?
Anything else?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
you.
Thanks again, folks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2024, whoops. Sorry about that. Next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2024-04, the application of 100 West Lancaster Avenue for wall signage. Hello,
Good
sir.
evening. How are you?
Good.
My name is Robert Barish. I'm the owner of Mercury Sign Company.
Is it Mr. Barish? You want to just spell your last name?
It's Barrish.
Okay. And Robert, you said?
Robert, yes.
Okay, great.
And here on behalf of GYL Financial Synergies, we're proposing replacing an existing bronze plaque that's 19 by 36 with an etched stainless plaque that will be 20 by 51 inches. There also is an existing plaque on the left side of the building that's 20 by 51, so that it'll flank and balance the same way. That sign is made of granite and stainless. This one is just going to be a brushed stainless plaque. So it won't be shiny, it won't be a mirror, it's just going to be their logo. We will blind mount it so there's no mechanical fasteners, and it will cover any existing holes from the previous sign. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty straightforward,
Pretty
just
simple.
plaque replacement.
I know it's good looking and everything, but wouldn't it be better for them to be similar?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
They're on the same building, and the one is black and one is silver.
Well,
Wouldn't it be
that's,
better if they both were more consistent? Not that it,
well, that plaque does have stainless steel elements to it. It has a
Okay.
black granite base to it. It's actually a fairly intricate sign. And I think if you did make it look similar, there might be some confusion. I think the GYL, this way, they do have their own sort of brand, if you,
Yeah.
for want of a better term.
So the
But I
color-
said there are elements that match.
Yeah, the colors are identity, I guess, in some ways, and the other.
Well, the logo itself will be a specific blue and black. That is their logo colors.
Okay, good.
is it
But
going
it's-
on the corner or on the,
It's going, if you're looking at the front of the building, it's to the right of, there's a main entrance, so it will flank to the right. There's a column there to the right side.
Okay,
yeah, I didn't know where it was.
all right. Robert, any other questions for the board or comments?
No, I don't think so, not on
We're good with
this.
that?
Do the old
What-
holes,
you're-
do the old holes get filled with anything?
These will cover, we could fill them. A lot of times, we just use, frankly, just dust and a silicone combination, and that tends to blend them away.
That's all I asked.
That's about the best thing you can do.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, we're good on this one. Colin, you want to take it?
The matter of DRB 2024-04, 100 West Lancaster Avenue, replacing wall plaque on wall. Approve, motion for approval. Can I get a second?
I second.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
thank you. All right,
I'm here for the next one, too.
You're here for
You
the
can't get rid of me.
okay, good.
Try as you might.
Excuse me. Okay, next is DRB 2024-05, the application of Palm at 175 King of Prussia Road. And you're on again.
Yes, so this is replacing an existing lighted sign, which there's a, currently using a scroll bracket. It's a 24-inch by 36-inch double-sided electrical sign. The logo lights up. This will just be a vertical format, black. Only the letters will light up, just as the existing sign. So that's pretty much, and it will also be mounted in the same location on the wood post.
Mr. Barish, do you have a copy of that you can put on the table? So
Sure. Is that, I don't know if you can see that?
You know, this applicant has been in quite a few times, and we've kind of,
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not blaming anybody on the board. I was here, I think, last time they came in. We kind of butchered this a little bit. there's too many signs, basically.
I know.
Yeah, and they should be spread out, and they're not, and.
I don't remember this one.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
kind of have to live with what we've done, but,
Oh, you mean for the racket club that's right behind? Okay, because
Yeah,
this
you're,
this is their only sign, right?
yeah, it's all the same property owner, I believe.
I believe it is Lloyd Goodman, I
Yeah.
believe, yeah.
What is Palm?
Palm is like an event, catering
okay.
event, for weddings, things like that.
So basically, on this location, under freestanding sign, one sign shall be permitted for each street frontage. If you have multiple signs, they should be 200 feet apart. They're not, but it's kind of water over the dam at this point, so not a lot we can do with it, but the,
Arguing the red sign
Yeah.
is the, too close to this.
yeah, but like I say, what's done is done, and, but the problem with the sign you're showing us tonight, that it's too high.
It
So-
would be placed in the exact location as the
But
existing
it's putting
sign.
a height from grade.
Well, I mean, we can lower it on the post. I mean, we certainly could do that if there's
Yeah.
a limit. I think, was it 11 feet?
10.
10,
And so
right.
it's going to have to come down quite a bit.
Showing the top as 18.
Bear with me a second, I thought I had some notes on that. To be honest with you, I wasn't aware about the
Yeah,
the owner of the other properties, to be honest with you.
18 inches wide, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's, yeah. So, got a little problem there.
So the 10-foot would have to be to the bottom of the sign or the top of,
The top.
top of the sign?
Yeah,
Okay. So that would be, that looks like it would put it almost where, looks like it would be almost where the racket club sign is, right? Roughly, probably, or in and about there.
just make sure I've read it right. Yeah, so the maximum you can do is 75 square feet, so you're well under that.
Right.
It's the height
It's-
from grade. And Colin's going to double check just to make sure.
Okay.
I've read it right.
Would have to be I'm sorry.
What's that?
I agree, I'm just letting the
Okay,
lawyer.
okay.
So
But
10 feet
while
to the-
Tim's taking a look at that, so you want to do a push-through lettering?
They're push-through letters, just like the existing sign, right. So that's the only thing that would light on both sides.
Right.
okay.
The,
Fine business?
yeah, PL,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just closed it, sorry.
I'm sorry?
I just closed it.
Oh, is that what you read down?
Yeah, it's 10 to the height,
10.
to the top.
Yeah, so sorry about that. but,
That's okay, that's fine with us, yeah. I mean, I'll obviously tell them that's the only
Yeah.
way they can have it, sure.
Yeah, so this is considered a freestanding sign.
Right.
And now this post that it's on, it's hard to tell, is it
It's an 8-by-8 wood post,
it is a wood post?
Right.
What's
So
the
we-
condition,
pardon me?
what's the condition of the post? Is it,
It's actually in very good shape.
does
It
it need
is.
to be reskinned or anything? or-
No,
No?
no. And we would drill through it. We were going to use probably like a 4-inch lag bolt, but I think upon reflection, we'll probably just go all the way through and then bolt from the other side. The sign itself won't weigh more than 40, 50 pounds at best, which is fairly lightweight. So, but I think we'll drill through the post.
And is this a venue people are going to for entertainment, or is it just for preparing the food?
No, they hold weddings there, things like that,
Yeah, it's been there a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
there used to be a restaurant, too.
yeah, half and
It
half.
may have been, I don't remember, yeah.
Wasn't it, Tim? It was like half restaurant and half event?
Yeah, that's what I thought it used to be.
Yeah, I think now it might be all event.
Yeah, I think it's just strictly
Yeah.
events now.
Yeah, it's kind of tucked back, you know, where they
I know
park the
exactly
school
where it
buses
is.
and all, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go past it's actually past the tennis, right? You have to go all the way back
Yeah,
Yeah,
to get to
Back
where the
into it.
palm is, right?
right.
And then there's
Right.
the rock gym in there, too.
Yeah, I was going to
Mhm.
say, that came in, remember? Maybe you guys weren't on
I
the
might
board at
not
that
have done,
time?
yeah.
Okay. All right, so it looks like the problem is the height.
Okay, well, we can lower it to 10 feet to the top.
Do you think it's going to interfere with the red sign now?
Well, I think that they,
Isn't that set back like 20
it
feet?
is. Well,
That red sign, isn't that? far away from that roof?
It's a lot further back. Yeah, the picture is sort of deceiving. It is further back
overlaps a little bit.
yeah,
Probably a good 20, 30 feet.
I
yeah.
think it is. Okay, so it won't interfere with each other. Sure.
I could go on Google Maps.
To be truly honest about all these signs, I think they've never done their job right, because it's always hard to find that, like, and I know it's
Yeah.
there, and I've always had trouble
Exactly.
figuring out where I need to go.
Well,
Sure.
part of the problem is also that it's a rusted metal sign. You have no idea. It just blends way too
Yeah.
far. But the reason we came up with the height obviously is based on the existing sign. So
Gotcha.
that's why, whoever put it up too high.
Okay, okay.
But we can make it 10 feet to the top.
So are we in agreement?
Yeah.
We're okay with the sign itself?
I'm okay with the sign
As long as
itself.
the
10
applicant
foot.
corrects the
Sure.
height?
Do you need us to resubmit or?
We would ask you to.
Okay.
Yeah, with that measurement on there.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't see any reason why he would have to come back
I don't
unless.
think you have to come back.
Okay, just
unless
resubmit the
Mr.
plan. Sure,
Goodman,
sure.
Feels otherwise,
Yeah.
feel free to come back, but.
Gives you a sense of the distance.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sunlight's terrible.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, okay. Yeah, when you speak with Mr. Goodman, if he,
Well, I've been dealing strictly from the people from Palm. I didn't even,
Oh.
yeah, so they've been sort of the in-between with him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, if they want to come up with a different scheme or whatever, you're more than welcome to come back, but,
I'm sure they'll be happy with it.
Okay.
They're just concerned about getting something that can be seen.
yeah, you know,
So,
it's funny too, I always think that, for some reason, people put signs real high, but if you're driving down the street, you're kind of looking at eye level, you're not looking up. These aren't like turnpike gas station signs that need to float way up in the air, so I think lower is, a lot of times, is better.
people don't look up.
You better not. if
They
you
don't.
want.
No, they honestly
Watch the
don't.
road.
That's
Right.
something, I've been doing this 30 years.
Sign guy.
Yeah,
It's
right.
true. I've been doing
Yeah.
it 30 years. People do not look up. I
Right.
tell people that all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, but,
Yeah, there's three, I think. Is the third one
The blue sign.
the fitness guy? It may have been. And I think after that one, and that's when, we kind of realized we goofed. So, yeah, that happens.
Thinking it was separate building?
I don't know what we're thinking. Yeah, it slipped through.
And there's going to
So.
be a new, the hotel's changed ownership, so who knows, that they're building.
Wait, what's this now?
The hotel that's right
Yeah,
further where that bus is, that's,
That's part of the pen.
yeah,
Yeah.
Toll Brothers is not going to be running it.
okay. All right.
Next to the pen.
So that'll be a different sign.
Yeah, Mr. Barish, you have any other questions or comments?
no, that's all. Thank you. We'll revise the plan. We'll send them
Resubmit it.
in.
Okay.
And I'll alert the client tomorrow and tell them that they have to
Okay.
make it 10 feet. I can't imagine why they wouldn't like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
like you say, if they're,
If they
Oh.
do, that's on them.
stop back and see us. So,
Sure.
all right, Jane, you want to take this?
I would just say, just double check that post again, because I'm looking at the pictures, and it does look a little dated, but if you're saying it looks like it's. still-
I mean, clearly, we'll look again. It did seem to be in pretty good shape. I wouldn't put something up that wouldn't, but we'll go back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right. For DRB 2024-5, for new sign for Palm at 175 King of Prussia Road, the sign will be lowered to 10 feet. I move for approval.
That the top of the sign
Oh,
will be
the
no
top of the
higher
sign.
than 10 feet.
The top of the sign will not be higher than
Right.
10 feet.
Okay. Do we hear a second?
Seconded.
Okay. Yeah, that Lisa Timms, second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Terrific. Thank you very
All right, Mr.
much.
Barish, thank you very
Have a
much.
good evening.
Okay, you too. Okay, last on our agenda tonight is DRB 2024-06 at 230 West Wayne Avenue for painting of the building and painting of the windows. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
My name is Alfredo Giannacari,
Okay.
and
Okay.
GIANNACCARI.
Okay, Alfredo, you said first name.
Alfredo, yes.
Okay.
And we would like to paint the building from the original color
All right,
to,
I'm sorry, could you talk right into the microphone?
yes.
Thank you.
Like to paint the building basically from an original color, the beige, and to the more, white and black color. I'm sure we give you the sample of the color that we would like to. It's kind of white and black, but it's not really a white. It's almost an off-white, even though the name says extra white. It's not really
Okay.
a bright white.
Before we
If
go
you
any
can
further,
see-
let's just backtrack a little bit.
Yes, sure.
Because I'm going to say maybe 8 months ago, I don't think it was you represented the people here before our design review board, but there was talk that it was going to become a hair salon. Were you the owner at that time?
No, I'm the owner of the building. They wanted to purchase the property, but they were not able to do it.
Okay, so you currently own the
I
property.
own the property and before too.
But I've noticed there's a large for sale sign on the building.
Correct.
Okay, so are you painting this to make it more saleable?
Correct. Just to make a more, basically a facelift.
Just cosmetically, to dress
Cosmetic.
it up a little bit?
Correct.
And you feel it'll sell better if it's,
I think so. If you take a look at the way it will look, now compared to the original beige.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's possible 6 months down the road, somebody's liable to come in for a new paint job on it if you sell it.
Possible, but I believe this is way better than the way it looks right now. I mean, personally speaking.
Okay,
That's my opinion. What do you guys think?
okay.
This is a picture also, yeah. So it's okay.
I'd like to see the color.
Right here. Did we give you the, Lisa, we give you the 6 sample, right?
Yes,
Yeah. I have a larger
Let's
one
see
if
the
you
sample.
want it. This is more, you can see better. Can I drop it
yeah,
to
yeah,
you?
sure.
So it's called extra white, but if you go next to a white page, it's more like a creamy, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good, because I don't like white.
Yeah, me too. I don't like it either. So the extra white is just the name, but as you can see,
Yeah.
it's actually off-white,
This is more
creamy.
like a white that I've seen on older.
Correct.
stone
That's why we
houses.
did that. Yeah, that's an historic from Sherwin-Williams. You can take a look at that. Oh, I'm-
Is the building vacant?
Yes.
Oh, you'll need,
Okay, so the building's vacant, and you're basically doing it just to make it more saleable?
Correct.
Hopefully.
We got some, I don't say not too positive review with the color, they,
Okay.
well, the roof is brown.
correct. We're gonna change that to black, yes. Yes.
I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so.
No.
Okay.
I know it's me, but I'm not fond of this white and black on buildings that are older. It's at the stark white, maybe not this white.
Well, I don't, this off-white is the color that we're.
I know, this is okay. When I first saw this, and I was like, well, I'm white, no.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
we're good?
as long as it's off-white.
Yeah. as long
Yes. We're gonna use that one, the extra
as we
white.
use this
Because the
with
rest of the,
black trim.
the buildings on the corner are all in the creamier.
Correct. I agree with you. I agree.
So you took all the shutters off?
Correct.
Okay. All right. What else are you going to do to the building to make it saleable from an exterior standpoint?
Well, we just pretty much there's some landscaping in the front, clean it up over there. The railing, it's black already. We just gotta, scrape it down and repaint it, refinish it, the railing. The stone over there, it stays original. We're just gonna clean it, and I think they would do it. They would make it more appealing,
So I guess this is a kind of unique property because it is commercial, just like the one two
Yeah,
back.
I think it's a little different. I don't think it's,
Oops, I'm sorry.
I don't think the owner is required to live there. correct?
Right? No.
Right.
I don't
Slightly
think,
different.
Yeah, I think it's been a rental upstairs.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
you see a couple mailboxes and,
Yeah, there is a 2 apartment over
right,
there.
yeah, like you said, it was Wayne Beefinale years ago. Was
Yeah, Wimby Finale.
Were you the owner of the beach?
No, I just know the people. That's why I ended up to purchase the property. I know the Wayne B. Fennell owner for a long time.
I'm not sure of the zoning either, but I was always under the idea that it had to, not only
I'm
could it
sorry,
be,
Jane.
mu-
Oh, you-
could
I'm
it
sorry,
be
you're on.
multi, it could be multifamily, it could be owner occupied, but the zoning, I thought, meant that it had to have, not commercial, but businesses for the neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? So that would have, so that restricted it. That's what I thought was the overarching restriction in that zoning. But don't hold me to it.
Okay.
Because that's why bigger properties, like my sister lives cat corner in Wicklow here. They took down one house and put in 9 townhomes. So like, that kind of stuff goes on.
Yeah.
Density.
What's the count upstairs? Two apartments?
There is a one bedroom and a 2 bedroom.
Any other questions?
I don't, you guys have questions? Tim, you're good?
Nope, I'm good.
Jane, you're good?
I'm good as long as
Okay.
it's the off.
Alfredo, you have any other questions for
No,
our
I'm
board or
okay.
anything?
Thank you. No, thank you very
Okay,
much.
Tim, you want to
Do we
take
want
this
to
one?
make note of the roof, or do we want to just approve the roof?
Well, I don't know that that would come before us,
I
or...
don't know, I'm asking.
Well, maybe, Lisa, maybe you can check with Andy just to see if the roof should come back for
Yeah.
design review for a color.
Yeah, 'cause-
You're talking about a black
Talking
roof?
about black to make it, because that one right now is I want to say red, orangey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
black would be, that's, actually I took another picture of a building around the same block, 200,
Mm-hmm.
correct, 200, that's 200 and a half West Wayne Avenue. And they have a mix of metal roof and shingle and white, and I like the color. It's very similar, actually ours is more softer. So I went there to match it.
You want to just lay it down on the table so
Yes.
people at home can see?
The color that we picked, the extra white, is a little bit softer than this one. So I think it will look even nicer. And I do like the regular shingle versus the metal. It gives more of a old classic. The metal is a little bit too modern for
Right.
me, but that's why I said
No, I
like,
agree with you. Yeah,
okay. Because I do either way, if you guys like metal better, but I do like the shingle better.
okay. All right, good.
I have no problem with approving the black shingle now.
No, I don't either.
I don't either, I
Yeah.
just
I
wanted
don't
to make a
Yeah,
point,
let's make it
Right.
as easy
to
as
save
possible.
the trip,
Thank
Exactly.
you. Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
because it looks better.
Yeah, we don't want to leave
I
it,
don't want brown shingles with,
Right.
we don't want the
black
orange
trim.
roof. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay,
In the
Tim.
matter of DRB 2024-06, I move to approve the application with the modification that the roof will also be changed to a black color, matching in scheme with the colors, and the colors being the color of the trim being Sherwin and Williams 6258, and the color of the building being Sherwin and Williams 7006.
I second.
Okay, all in
Thank you very
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem, thank you.
Okay. Okay, thanks. All right, that looks like it wraps up tonight's meeting. Any other news for our board, or, no, we're good? We'll see you in March. Thank you.